Hey y'all, so I have not gotten to really tour the Hotel Del Coronado just yet. We actually went to a Keith Urban concert tonight, so we're just now kind of getting back to the hotel from that and settled in for the night. We're gonna kind of maybe go explore a little bit, and then I don't know, we'll see what we decide to do after that. But kind of wanted to give you just a short, brief history of what I know about the hotel. Um, so it is known to be very haunted and it's supposedly um, inhabited by a woman by the name Kate Morgan. And the story goes that Kate and her estranged husband were supposed to meet at the hotel, and the husband never showed, and she was found deceased at on the steps of the hotel. So there's speculation as to, how she passed. Um, Lots of stories floating around on that. But what I found really interesting is when we first got to the hotel, we were told that the women in the shop have had lots of experiences with activity in the hotel. And so we got to talking to one of the women, and one of the things she said is that literally today they watched a book go fly off the shelf. I didn't witness anything like that myself, but I thought that that was really interesting that they were ready with like a brand new story of what happened today. And apparently there's lots of little stories like that because it's a regular occurrence. So I'm really curious to see if you know, if we do decide to kind of explore, if we come across anything. So we're going to kind of wander. It's pretty late, so I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot. So we'll just kind of show you around the hotel, show you some of the really beautiful parts. It's actually on kind of an ocean front and everything. It's a huge property. It's gorgeous. And so I think even if you're not into kind of the haunting aspect of it all, definitely come check it out if you could do it. Our hotel room is awesome. Check this out. My closet. This room is massive. This is crazy. Like, this is the best, like, one of the best accessible bathrooms I've probably ever seen. Shower, bathroom, sink with a mirror low enough I can see myself into. So if you're a wheelchair user, like the struggle is real. Like you're always really lucky to even get a bathroom that has a mirror you can see into. And they have the bench, which is great for us, and a removable shower head too. So yeah, I would say this is definitely an upgrade. Like look at this room. It's like a small apartment. It's so crazy. Yeah, this hotel is beautiful too. Say bye, Wes. Bye, Wes. From what we know, the room 3327 is the room that's supposed to be the most haunted. We couldn't get that room for this trip. I'd love to come back and actually try to get that room at some point, but we may roll by the room. I don't want to disturb anybody in case there is somebody in that room, which I think there is, but we'll roll by. Maybe roll down the hallway, just see if we see anything. I don't know. It's almost 2 a.m. right now, so obviously I want to be mindful of not being too loud and talking, but so we'll go take a look around there. We'll take a look around the hotel just so you can see it, and we'll kind of go from there. So the interesting thing is we're pretty sure that this is the original elevator for this hotel. It was built in the 1880s, so that's pretty impressive, and it's still functional. So, and it's beautiful too. Never seen anything like it. The weird thing is it's actually open, so you can actually hear through the enclosure when you're in the elevator. And it's actually really cool on the inside too. Okay, so we are back in our room after exploring this. I don't even know what word to call it. This really interesting, unique
Yeah, interesting is definitely.
hotel. I don't
It's
even know where to start,
it's
honestly.
beautiful and historic and weird and amazing and everything all rolled up. Like I wish we had more than just a day here
Me too.
to just
Yeah.
explore and just be here. Like
Yeah.
it's
There's
really
so
cool.
much to see, y'all. Like, there's so many spaces and like courtyards and outdoor cabanas and pool and like there's like a more modern part of the hotel and then there's the more historic part of the hotel too, and so there's a really big difference in some of the hallways where like some of the newer shops are versus kind of the original shops, and it's really beautiful no matter which side you're on, honestly.
Yeah. The staff is all ridiculously friendly.
They're
Every
so
single
sweet.
person
Like
is
I
just
haven't I
the best
yeah.
employee I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I've been super helpful, but not like overly helpful. And I can't say enough nice things about the girl that helped us. Like she really was invested in like giving us kind of some of the information on like the spaces in the hotel, and you can just tell she really enjoys her job too, which I thought was really awesome. So we just met with one of the front desk people. She was really, really sweet, and she kind of gave us some tips on places we could get a good view. And this is one of the spots we stopped at to show you all. Something really interesting. There's a tower just to our right over here. That's this red and blue tower. So it's a generator that was partially built by Thomas Edison, which is crazy that it's still a thing and functioning. Like even the trees look perfect, don't they? Like everything's just so gorgeous right here. You know, if you do get a chance to come check this hotel out, definitely do it. It's an experience, y'all.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah. It,
I have I've never felt like this in a hotel in my
yeah.
life. Like it's I can't even come up with the right word. But tell them about a little bit of like what we saw on our adventure.
Okay. So while we were looking at the hotel and just kind of checking out all the spaces and the shops, we were told by the front desk employees to check out the courtyard. That sometimes there are shadow people seen in the courtyard. So I tried to get some video.
So we were kind of exploring a little after talking to the girl at the desk. One of the things that she said is in this area, which is the courtyard, there have been shadowy, tall, slender figures that people like dark figures that people have seen. And it's about 2:30 a.m. right now, so this is close to the time where people have seen shadowy figures at night out here. Other places in the hotel as well, but this is one place that she mentioned specifically that is active. So we're gonna kind of just hang out for a minute. I'm already kind of getting a little weird feeling, but I don't see anything. But
Maybe if you see something, put it down in the comments for sure. We also went by the room that we know is supposed to be haunted. It was Kate Morgan's room, 3327. It's under renovation right now, but we weren't 100% sure that somebody still wasn't in that area. So we were trying to be very quiet and very quick and not linger around
yeah,
that room.
yeah, we're
So,
definitely being mindful and respectful of all of the spaces that we go into. Like my intention, at least in this, is to not disturb anything that might still be here if there is something to it in any of these spaces. And so I wanted to be really quiet and respectful and all of that, and mindful of making sure we were not in places that we shouldn't be and things like that. So we just got off the elevator and we're on the third floor, and so we're gonna try to find room 3327, which was Kate's room. So I think I want to say it's down this way. Yeah.
One thing I noticed as we were going down toward Kate Morgan's room is that her room number looked different than all the other room
Hmm.
numbers in the hotel. So I think that her room number had been stolen by somebody
I agree.
and been replaced. So that was one thing that was kind of interesting. Not really haunted, but
It was
interesting.
definitely out of place. Somebody replaced the room number sign. Yeah, I think somebody probably stole one of the original ones. It's almost too quiet somehow, isn't it? But yeah, definitely the room number thing was odd. Also, there were a couple of rooms that didn't have numbers at all, and I don't know what that was all about. I don't
Yeah,
know if it was like,
storage or
I don't know if they're storage or maybe they expanded them to be bigger rooms.
maintenance
Like,
rooms.
like
Who
maybe
knows?
maybe
Who
this was
knows?
2 rooms at one point. Like,
Yeah, kind
who
of feels
knows?
like it might have been.
It definitely feels like it could have been, but especially like in the separations right here. But
So
anyway,
Lindsay did get an uneasy feeling around
yeah,
Kate Morgan's room.
yeah. So, there have been reports of people being touched or grabbed, not even in the room, but just on this hallway. And I don't feel like I've been touched, but I definitely feel uneasy since we got up here specifically. So I'm not really sure how long I want to stay up here specifically, but it definitely has a certain vibe to it that I feel like part of the rest of the hotel hasn't so far. So I just got really lightheaded too.
So let's say next we're gonna check out the ice machine. I hope.
I hope that's the ice machine. That seems excessive, doesn't it? I mean, I didn't see anything.
We didn't linger, but she definitely felt uneasy. And then the ice machine down the hall completely distracted us from being able to focus on anything about hauntings or even the uneasy feeling that
It was the
it's
weirdest.
just so bizarre that we couldn't focus. I don't know. Maybe that was something literally trying to distract us from
From what we
getting
were
too close or getting too invested or getting
or finding out
or
something we
finding out
shouldn't
something.
find out. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so it worked. If that was the goal, to make a ice
It
machine
was a giant distraction.
dump water for 10 minutes as soon as we got there, and then stop as soon as we
Yeah.
leave.
So we came up on this ice machine and it's like it wasn't leaking.
Yeah, it was the ice machine right around the corner
It
from Kate Morgan's
sounded,
room.
yeah,
It was the
it was like rushing water. Like, not just like your normal water tank needs to fill up. It went on for a minute. Yeah, it was just the ice machine, but
definitely haunted.
it sounded like something was being flooded. That's crazy. Next, we're gonna go check out one of the other areas where there's another room that supposedly has been known to be haunted. So I think that's where we'll go next, away from the weird ice machine waterfall thing. And the part that was odd to me is I even said to Wes, I said, did that just stop? Because as soon as we rolled away from it and like got
It's,
away, it literally stopped. And maybe that was a coincidence, but it was.
but maybe it was something trying to distract us from that room, get us away from that
I
room.
think so.
That's possible.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
but so that was weird. So the girl that we talked to definitely said that there have been lots and lots of sightings as far as like hauntings and things like that. And ironically, we found out that even though our room, we got moved to a different room, we were originally trying to be close to a room that we were told was like the most haunted room. Ironically, the room that they moved us to is actually almost just as close to, like, in comparison to the room we were originally supposed to be in, to one of the haunted rooms. So we were told it was a totally different room that is actually the room that has the most activity in the hotel. So we're going to go probably roll by both of those rooms, especially since it's right down the hall from our room. So I'm actually kind of curious to see if we catch anything down the hallway or anything like that.
Yeah. Then from that room, we went up to another room that we've heard has a lot of paranormal activity recently, and
According to the hotel.
according to the employees at the front desk.
Yeah.
And that room was 3519, which happens to be on the same floor that we're on right now.
Yeah, it's like right down the hall.
So we went to find it, and this hotel is several buildings put together.
It's very mazy.
It's very mazy and confusing and doesn't make sense.
It's disorienting. It's like distractingly disorienting. So we're going down these hallways, and I'm like, I don't even know where I am anymore. And I'm directionally challenged, but like,
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time even keeping up with where we are in the hotel because it just feels like it was meant to confuse you almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get further down.
No, please don't leave me. I'm really creeped out right now. No, please don't. I don't want to. I'm really scared right now. I'm scared. I'm scared. So we've heard that 3519 is haunted. I'm starting to get disoriented in this hotel. It's so weird. Also, come this way because there is a really weird door that I can't explain.
So we got down the hallways, finally found where the room was. And when we got to the hallway, it was by far the most bizarre hallway of this entire place. We've been rolling around for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and we got to this hallway, and the first thing we noticed is that the floors under the carpet is super squeaky. Like it's 2:30 in the morning. We're rolling down the hall, and
And we're trying to be quiet.
it is like obnoxiously squeaky, and not just like one little squeak squeak. It was just like creak, 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 creak,
And
creak.
it was like the floor felt like it was going to cave.
Yeah, and it's
under
really
you.
soft feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so squeaky. Yeah, so we're going down this hallway though, and it was so uncomfortable for me personally. I didn't even want to be in the same spot on this hallway with him because I was afraid it was gonna like cave underneath us. Like it was so weird, and it was so narrow. We'll show you that in the video too, but I couldn't do my full wingspan. I'm only 4'11", okay? I shouldn't be able to touch wall to wall. I couldn't even,
Yeah.
I mean, I was
You
barely
barely would turn.
like
You
this.
barely turn.
But literally, this is the most narrow hallway I have ever seen, and it's like curved. That was probably one of the weirdest parts.
And it seemed like when you sat at one end of the hall, it seemed slanted off to one side.
Everything in this hotel feels slanted, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Though, like our room, even.
Yeah, our room
Like
has a
I
big
feel
slant.
like, well, no, I feel like it has several
It does,
slants. Like
yes. Yeah.
the bathroom slants this way, and then it kind of curves up to this our front door, which is right here next to our camera. But it kind of does this wave thing in our room. But that hallway was,
Yeah. We had to get out of it.
yeah, it was uncomfortable on every level for me personally. And then I started to feel like tingly and like goosebumps, which I don't get goosebumps. Like it takes a lot to like make me feel goosebumps in that sense. And I couldn't get out of there fast enough
Yeah.
because it was so narrow.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't, it was like you couldn't even really turn around to like go the opposite direction easily, at least for us anyway, because, you know, we need a turning radius that really wasn't there. Um, I don't know how, I don't even know if I would want to go back down the hallway. I don't know.
I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I
I
don't,
want to show people, but I don't want to go.
yeah, it was,
I want to just get somebody drunk and just say, all right, go this way, turn left, and have fun.
yeah, no, y'all,
But there's no way to go down the hall without completely disturbing all the guests
no,
in,
it's so
in
loud and
vicinity. Yeah,
squeaky
it's
and
insane.
well, you're like the hallway is so narrow. You're so close to the doors, and then the weird
Oh,
part too.
yeah. If someone came out the door, they'd have to go back.
Yeah,
There's no way to get
yeah,
past.
yeah.
You couldn't pass. There's no way.
It's
So after we went down that hallway, we got out of there as quickly as we could
and
because
you
we,
couldn't get out of there fast enough. Like,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
I can't. Even, it's weird. It's like I don't know if I'm afraid, but I was not comfortable either.
yeah.
Like I didn't see anything that that was visual or anything like that. I didn't hear anything that was auditory. Um, the ice maker thing was,
Yeah, but again, the squeaky hallway and all that
oh
stuff could
yeah,
have been a distraction
that's true. That's true.
to get us away because I was uncomfortable just being in that hallway because I didn't want to
Yeah, and
disturb
he doesn't like.
people that were trying to sleep.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that too. But like,
so that was a good way to get me just away from the room. Like if something was trying to get me to just move along, let's don't linger around here. Then that worked on me.
yeah, and I was just feeling uneasy because it was just so much kind of happening, but not happening at the same time.
Yeah,
It's really hard to describe if you've never experienced anything like that. But I can honestly say I've never experienced anything like that. So yeah, we really didn't want to spend a whole lot of time down that hallway. Like I felt like as soon as we got down there, I almost instantly regretted like being down there. So anyway, so yeah, we kind of finished up there, and we went back and talked to the receptionist at the front desk and kind of told her about the crazy hallway, and turns out she had never even been down that area, so she didn't really know what we were in for, and so that was kind of interesting. I told her she should definitely go check it out
yeah,
herself.
yes,
I
definitely
just
should.
think it's an experience, but so yeah, we're pretty much.
It's
Think
got
we're,
really hot. You-
no, I'm cold. I'm
You're
freezing.
cold. I just got really hot. That's bizarre. I never get hot. I just got
You
hot.
okay?
Yeah, it's weird. Okay,
You're okay.
good.
No, no, like really, you're freaking me out. Are you okay?
Okay. Just got hot, and I'm never hot. It's really weird.
So if y'all, I'm like, no, we're joking, but not joking. Like that's not normal for him. I'm not even kidding. Like he literally wears a hoodie every day of our lives, and I wear clothes like this, and that's how we live. So yeah, he doesn't get hot.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Anyway, so on that note, I don't really know what our game plan is next, but we may possibly dive into some of the communication methods that we've been kind of interested in, that we did try at the Hotel Horton Grand I feel like we were successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Good
I
communication.
really, it's one of those things because it was our first time. I'm glad we didn't record because I
Yeah.
wanted to experience it without the distraction of recording, but also we had such interesting results that I really wish that had been on
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
The thing with this is that our spirit box is, we're still kind of learning it, and it's kind of quiet and too loud, and so we're trying to still kind of understand like the settings on it in general. So I wasn't ready to record with it just yet. So we may possibly
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
either like
Yeah.
a session with flashlights or maybe spirit box. I'm just not sure. I'm kind
Do you
of.
want to record it?
I mean, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
You're weirding me out.
I'm weirding myself out.
Yeah, so we don't really have a game plan just yet. It is getting really late. It's 3:45 now, and we do have to be out of the room by noon.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't slept yet, so we're still like winding down and all of that. Or I don't even know if we're winding down at this point for like a wound up actually. But anyway, long video, but yeah, y'all, this is an interesting place to visit. Period.
Yeah. So we may record some of the communication attempts we make. We may not. We may not do it at all. We may chicken out and not do it all. Also, we recorded the room as we left the room. We set up a GoPro and just recorded for an hour of just the empty room.
I still don't know what happened with that, by the way.
Yeah. I'm also gonna. I've condensed that hour-long video. I'm gonna put that at the end of this video too. So if you see anything in that beyond just the cloud movement, you can see kind of shadows on the floor from the clouds outside. If you see anything from that we don't see,
Yeah,
definitely put it in the comments.
we did sort of review it a little bit already and didn't immediately see anything other than that. Which had we not known that was like a, over an hour period, definitely could have been misinterpreted as like shadows. But it was just the cloud movement through the windows that we were seeing. Also, I'm still trying to figure out if we messed this up or if something happened to it, but we thought we had plugged the GoPro in, and we got back to the room after the show.
You're supposed to record a lot
Yeah,
longer.
it was supposed to be recording basically the whole time we were gone, and it was not plugged in.
Yeah.
So it died after an hour. So that's why we only have an hour of content of that video. And again, I don't know that there is anything in that piece of content just yet, but
They can take a look.
yeah. So, do you smell this room? Does something smell different?
Not me.
Really? I just got a really, y'all, we were about to end this video and something just smells really musty all of a sudden that I didn't smell a minute ago. We are like right in front of our door too, so it could be something in the hallway, but I just got like a really weird smell change in this room that wasn't here a minute ago. That's really weird. Yeah, so I think we might continue our investigation. Again, not really sure what we're going to do just yet. It's getting really late. I'm getting really tired, and I don't want that to influence anything. But this is a really cool place to do an investigation. Tired, y'all.
I'm gonna do that too.
Huh?
Stretch.
I don't know if you are, but I'm totally open to the idea of like coming back to this hotel.
I definitely want to go back.
I think again, even if you're not into like the haunted stuff, like this is a beautiful hotel to experience regardless. So I think there could easily be future videos here. This has been fun to just kind of venture out and, again, we don't do stuff like this, y'all, like to this extent. And, we've done a couple of like ghost tours over the years that are, they're led by one person and you take a few pictures and like maybe you see something, maybe you don't. But like this is the first time we are going out on our own taking all of the knowledge from like other YouTubers that we've seen, like Sam and Colby, Amanda and Mackie, um, YouTubers like that, and just trying to piece it all together and make smart decisions, safe
Yeah.
decisions. We're not trying to invite anything negative into our world, into our life outside of this, and so me personally, I'm wanting to be really, really mindful of how we handle all of this. So that's why I'm not super quick to be committal to like any one method right now,
Right.
because I really am trying to feel like my instincts and the energy of the space that we're in, and what feels right in the moment. So that is one thing I will say here, is that if you do decide to get into this type of thing, please be careful. I'm not saying that anything negative could happen. From what we were told, especially here, everything is friendly. That seemed to be the case at the last hotel as well, but you never know. And so the one thing I have realized on this trip, and maybe you feel differently, but we, I feel way more open. I feel way more open
Yeah.
to the possibility of it being more.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to call that, or what.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to agree that
Yeah, I do.
having something say my name that we never voiced my name to,
Yeah.
having something say my name twice
Yeah. That was
at
something.
the other hotel is hard to ignore. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm really curious to see if we pick up anything here. I will say, like, up until we explored tonight, I really wasn't feeling anything per se. It was it's like a cool hotel, but like, honey, I'm cold.
I'm just tired. I can't concentrate. Okay. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm just getting antsy because I'm so tired and itchy. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm starting to feel like we should.
I just need to move around. I'm just sitting here.
I mean, just like we felt like we were being, sorry, all side conversation. No, just like we felt like we were being distracted.
Mm.
I feel like this is what's happening right now. I've never seen you act like this.
Could be.
I'm for
Yeah.
real talk. This feels weird to me.
Yeah. It's just late. Like,
no, it
I'm
is
just
late,
tired.
right? But I also don't know if that's the right mentality to be in.
Right.
Because I don't know that
I still want to do it.
You still want to do it. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about this apparently. I'm feeling really uneasy because he's acting uncharacteristic of him. I've never heard him be hot ever, and maybe we are gonna chalk it up to just being tired. I don't know, but
I think it's what it is.
this feels weird.
It's late.
It is late.
Weird,
It is
right?
very late. We are running on steam also, because
Yeah.
we've been very, very busy and driving a lot this week. So
Not drinking enough water.
yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna have us in for right now, while we figure out what we're gonna do, and I will definitely follow up with y'all in a little bit. Either way, it'll either be later tonight if we decide to do something, or maybe in the morning when we get ready to leave. But yeah, I just kind of want to make sure we're on the same page before we move forward. But yeah. All right. We'll see y'all in a little bit. It is 4:42 a.m. Got our rose quartz and our obsidian bracelets. We are protected. Nothing in this room or in this hotel or around us can hurt us. We're protected. Nothing is allowed to touch me.
Or me.
if anything comes through, you are not allowed to follow us. You have to stay here. Our purpose is just to get answers and to get clarity and to get a peace of mind of if there's more to this life or beyond our own understanding. At least that's my purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not here to embellish anything or present this in a deceptive way or anything like that. We just want this to be an authentic experience. We've literally only done this one other time. We had really good results, I feel like, for never doing this. I'm not nearly as nervous this time for some reason.
It's good.
So
it's good.
It's a good thing. Ultimately, it's because I know we have control as far as the questions and things like that. So I'm probably going to let you lead. So at the moment, I can't even think of anything. So if you want to start.
Okay. So the way this works is these are regular mini mag lights and they twist to turn on. So what we're going to do is twist them to where they turn on and try to get them right on the line between being on and off. And when they're right, perfect on that line, then any extra electromagnetic force will cause the light to turn on, and that is within the abilities of a spirit or entity to touch the flashlight to make it come on or off at will.
Yeah, because it doesn't require a lot of energy on their part, so it's a really easy way for them to communicate with us in a simple way. Because sometimes, older entities are not as familiar with the newer technology, and there are things like spirit boxes and stuff like that. But since we are just kind of starting out trying this stuff, we've kind of wanted to sort of keep it on the simpler side. So this, because we have good results, I kind of feel like this is a good place to start.
So now that we have the flashlight set up, we would like to open a line of communication with any spirits in this room that are friendly and willing to communicate with us. If you can hear us, if you are willing to communicate, please put your energy into one of these flashlights to turn it on. Again, we're friendly, we are willing to communicate, we just want some answers. And all you have to do is touch the flashlight to turn it on.
All we want to do is help give a voice to your story and share that, and hopefully help people have peace of mind of knowing whether there is more to this life. So we're going to reset the flashlights because we feel like maybe we don't have it set to be like the most sensitive. We really didn't have any issues with it the other night. It was very quick. Like, it's almost scary how immediate.
And if anything is here and would like to communicate, all you have to do is touch the flashlights.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. If you're ready to continue, please turn the flashlight back off.
Let's try to. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
That's the start.
It's a start, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Okay. Is there any particular questions you wanted to ask tonight? Okay, first, can you turn that flashlight back off?
Did it just move?
It might have been the bed.
Maybe. Thank you. I can't think of anything.
So if the spirit, okay, sorry. If the spirit is here with us, is the same spirit that was with us last night at the Horton Grand Hotel, please change one of the flashlights. Either turn this one off or turn that one on.
Okay.
So is this the same spirit that's sent to protect Lindsay and I during our haunted hotel investigation trip?
If so, can you turn one of the flashlights on? Interesting.
That made the same one. Could be a
No.
different one.
Oh.
Different one.
Different one. Okay.
Thank you. Can you turn that flashlight back off?
Can you turn the flashlight off, please? I was trying to. You can do it. Just put a little bit more energy into it. There you go. Good job. Oh? They're active all of a sudden. Wow. I don't know if I've seen them switch that much. Okay.
So the spirit that's with us are you here solely to protect us at this hotel and protect us from beings that might be here?
If so, can you turn one of the flashlights on? I don't think so. I think this is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like that's validation.
Yeah.
That's something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Now, can you turn that one back off?
Can you turn that flashlight back off, please?
That's okay. You can leave it on for now. Do have a question.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
So I do have a question. When we were scouting around this hotel, looking at the haunted rooms, were you with us then? Is it very bright? Yes.
Okay. Hey. Thank you.
Were you trying to distract us from getting too close to the rooms that were said to be haunted by other spirits?
Were you trying to scare us? If so, can you turn one flashlight on?
Not trying to scare us.
Okay. Were you just, if you were just trying to make your presence known, can you turn one of the flashlights on? Okay. We definitely recognize that we encountered you. If that was you that messed with the ice maker, can you turn that flashlight back off for me?
Trying to.
Yeah. No. No. The other one just came back on.
I think it may have been something else that turned on the ice maker.
Okay.
That's what I think.
If it was something else that turned on the ice maker, can you turn that flashlight off? Okay. So it was something else.
Yeah. What about around when Lindsay had the uneasy feeling around Kate Morgan's room? Was that you that caused that to distract us?
If so, can you turn one of the flashlights on? Okay.
Yeah, so I do believe that was a distraction.
I agree. Okay. And I feel like that's confirmation too. Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how active this is. Thank you. Can you turn both flashlights off, please?
Can you turn both flashlights completely off?
Just put a little bit more energy into both of them, please. Thank you. Thank you.
So, I'm good.
Y'all, I am
Go ahead and close this out.
really impressed. Yeah. Okay. To the spirits that we open the lines of communication with, we are now going to close them. You are not allowed to follow us. You are not allowed to scare us. No, you're not allowed to scare us anymore. Please turn the flashlight off. You need to stay here. We are closing the lines of communication.
Yes, turn the flashlight off.
Please turn the flashlight off. My God is bigger. You are not allowed to touch us. You are not allowed to scare us. Please turn the flashlight off. Thank you. We are going to close out this session. Please stay here. Thank you for communicating with us. We really appreciate it.
That's it. So how do you feel about after that one?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay, so to recap, let me take the batteries out of this.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to take the batteries completely out just for peace of mind right now. I am I'm not really sure what to think.
I think the spirits were still to protect us. They weren't the exact same spirits as last night, but they are protecting us, and the distracting idea was definitely what they were doing.
Do you think just now, though, when it wouldn't listen, do you think it's because they wanted
I think it didn't want to go.
That's what I was just
it didn't want to end communication. It was just starting to have fun.
Yeah, but this is so new to us. You know?
Yeah.
I can't believe that both times that we've tried this, that this has worked to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What do you think?
Like I said, I think we had good spirits again. I think that they were trying to help us. I think that they did, and I think they wanted to continue communicating. But with it being so late, any communication, if we keep going with this, it's gonna get harder for us.
And I'm already feeling like I'm already feeling pretty
drained.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm shaky and stuff, and I don't think that that's a good combination.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to learn more and all of that. I just want to make sure that we stay in check with like our emotions and our well-being and all of this, because as much as this is exciting and interesting and I want to know more, like this is not meant to be negative,
Nothing.
you know, so. All right, well, so definitely feel like we got confirmation that there are multiple spirits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely did.
And so that's not surprising. And I think that that's also probably a little bit of why we like felt so much like in the like throughout the hotel. Yeah, like every space felt like completely different.
Yeah.
And like had just like different levels of energy.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
I would come back here.
We'll definitely try to come back here.
Yeah.
And communicate some more and experience what everything the hotel has to offer.
Yeah, I just, you know, this being so new, like I want to get a little bit more, you know, confident and and like our question,
more experienced,
asking abilities, like the. I don't know if it was defiance, but the insistence on not listening toward the end and not, you know, being receptive in the way that we needed it to be was pretty spooky. Like that's got me pretty shaken. Yeah, like I'm actually feeling pretty weird about that.
But we are in control. We set boundaries.
Yeah.
And it listened.
And I do think that it was just they wanted to keep communicating. I don't think that it was a negative thing. But also like I think it's important for me, especially being like such an empath, that like I set the boundary for me personally. But
so
how do you feel?
I feel good, actually. I feel like we want to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, we may do a little bit in the morning, like before we leave the hotel, as far as like, you know, maybe explore a little bit more. I don't know. I'm kind of not sure if I'm going to be brave enough to, but that was intense for a minute. I feel like I feel like that was way more going on than what we experienced the other night. We actually didn't have any issues at all with the flashlights when we did this the first time. And it was pretty quick, and it didn't have like, it was a pretty positive experience the whole time. There wasn't as much question. It was on like yes and no and like the energy levels of things and stuff. So I almost wonder, because of like the age of everything, if maybe that had a little bit to do with like why it took so long for there to be some responses, is maybe like it's not as powerful as it used to be. I don't know. It's kind of interesting because
you can do a lot more research. And
yeah, it's just kind of interesting because on one hand that felt more powerful than what we dealt with the other day. Like I don't feel like it was what we dealt with the other day was bothered or was really trying to actively.
I mean, it's a different spirit, and everyone's gonna act differently.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's way more to, like energies and things like that than I ever realized before this. Like, there's definitely levels and layers to all of this. So, just. I don't even know. It's just crazy.
Well, let's get some sleep when we can, and we can recap in the morning.
Yeah.
And see how we feel.
Yeah, we'll let y'all know if anything else happens.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise we really haven't had anything that we weren't actively like doing. You know, like we haven't had anything.
I think being able to just think about it and live with these feelings for tonight and recap in the morning.
Yeah, so tell them where we're going tomorrow.
And tomorrow we're going to go back to Los Angeles, and we're going to stay at the Hotel Roosevelt, which is also haunted, but haunted by Marilyn Monroe's ghost, so that'll be a lot more fun. Yeah,
this is actually kind of like emotionally exhausting, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to film there, but...
Yeah, I think that they're kind of picky on... You can't
they're not as lenient as here was very helpful, but there I don't think you're going to be as accommodating.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that's the plan. We've got another Keith concert tomorrow night also. So yeah, we've got a couple hours to drive from here to Hotel Roosevelt and get to the concert and everything. So clearly we're getting sleepy, and it's been a long few days already.
Very long day.
Yeah, so we're gonna end here, and we will check in with y'all later. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, so it's the morning after. We stayed the whole night at Hotel Del Coronado. As you've seen, like we did communicate through flashlights last night. Definitely got some responses.
Yeah,
definitely
some good responses.
The thing you didn't get to see is after we shut everything down, our electronics started to go a little crazy.
Yeah, we were having issues with the remote for the TV. We couldn't get it to work. We couldn't get the TV to switch to a different channel.
And then we were almost settled, finally, and we started getting random beeps in the bathroom. And I think it was it the blow dryer?
Blow dryer or the flat iron or something.
Something
was
randomly
for no reason.
beeping. Like, it hadn't been used in hours. There was no reason that it should have been beeping. So we went and unplugged everything to kind of eliminate it, and it stopped. So maybe a fluke. I don't know. Also think didn't we hear some sort of like loud knock or something else happened? I can't remember, but
I honestly can't remember.
It
was a little spooky last night after we finished the session.
Yeah,
I feel like whatever was communicating wanted to continue to communicate.
I think so too.
But
we closed that because we closed out
the session. Closed out. We didn't engage. I think they finally just let us go to bed. Yeah. And I slept pretty good last night.
I did too. Yeah, no, I feel fine. I think that anything that could be here is respectable. I mean, I think that the biggest thing was when we were doing the flashlights, like they wanted to keep talking is what we think.
Yeah.
It's hard to know for sure, of course, but definitely some activity, definitely some things going on, I think, in this hotel. Yeah. And the further we get on with this, the more I'm convinced that there's more to all of this. So
yeah, I definitely want to come back.
I do too.
I feel like if we had more time here, if we had a few days, we could open communication. We could try a couple different things. We could explore more places.
I think we can uncover
get more familiar with what's here, and then be able to really make an assessment of what's here and what's not here. And
yeah, I do think we were communicating with two different things at least.
I feel like
just based on the answers last night. So there's definitely multiple entities of some sort that I think are here, and based on what we've been told from the hotel too, like there are a lot of different types of activity too. So now we are headed to Hotel Roosevelt, which means we're driving back to LA. We're going to stay there 2 nights. We are not staying in the haunted room there. They are going to try to get us at least one night a little closer to the actual room. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we're going to finish packing up and head out for the day. So
yeah, we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye guys.